I was vegan. So I was vegan and vegetarian, you know, two separate lifestyles, but I was vegan first and then I started eating eggs. So then that's when I became vegetarian. I was both for a span of 7 months. I recently just started eating meat, but I was vegan. I started in May 2016, and then I stopped being vegan in September. I remember my semester just started September 2016. And then from September to December, which is recently, I was just vegetarian. I would eat eggs and stuff like that. But I would not eat meat. And now I currently eat meat. And I'll give you a synopsis of this right now. So the reason why I became vegetarian was I felt like it was going to jumpstart my weight loss. I took a Depo-Provera birth control after I had my daughter, and ever since then it's been so tough for me to lose weight. So that was initial reason why I became vegan. I'm not even gonna lie, and what I loved about being vegan was that it challenged me. It challenged me to be more conscious of what I put in my body, and I had to find new ways to eat food. I made these pancakes without eggs. It was with flaxseed and water. It was so much better than using an egg. So that was my lifestyle for 4 months. I was vegan. I was all in. I didn't want anything else. I gravitated away from meat because I saw a documentary called Forks Over Knives, and if you haven't seen it, I suggest you to watch it, because I'm not saying that's going to turn you vegan, because I've seen it twice before I turned vegan, but I think we do need to be aware of what's going on in this food industry and in this society. And I watched it, and there was this statistic that, meat causes cancer. There was a China study, and also what happened when Hitler took over Germany. During that time, he didn't allow them to eat meat, and during that time, heart disease and cancer went down. And once he was out of power, and they started introducing meat back into their diets, a lot of them started getting cancer and stuff like that. So like I said, I recommend you to check out that documentary. So that's why I turned vegan. And I had a supportive group of friends and family around me. But why I stopped being vegan was because I noticed I was becoming an unhealthy vegan. Now, maybe if I was staying home 24/7, it would have been easier. It got expensive, like buying like the vegan type of foods, unfortunately. And so what I would end up doing was just grab French fries, for $2. And I was doing that often. And then, technically Oreos, believe it or not, are vegan. There is no milk, which disturbs me a little bit. Oreos are vegan, and I was eating Oreos, and then I would have French fries. Like, that would be my food at school. And then my wake-up call is when we went to IHOP. I noticed that I was being unhealthy, but I was kind of in denial. I'm like, oh, but it's vegan. And then I noticed when we went to IHOP, and my boyfriend ordered like a great meal, very healthy, and then it was my turn. The only thing I could have on the menu was French fries and onion rings. And that's when it hit me that veganism is not for me. It depends the reason why you are doing it. The reason why I became vegan was to lose weight, to help me, and to be more healthier. But if I'm eating French fries and onion rings, what kind of healthy is that? So I didn't do it then. I ordered the French fries, onion rings, and I gave it some thought. I thought about it for a few days. I spoke about it with my boyfriend, see his opinion on it, and we both agreed that I shouldn't be vegan anymore. So yeah, I decided not to be vegan anymore. Instead, I was going to be able to incorporate eggs in my diet. I was just going to be a vegetarian. I still didn't want to eat meat, and I think that was where I was going at with this whole thing. What ends up happening for me is that let me show you. Let me see if I can show you. I don't know if you can tell, but my hair thinned out a little. It used to be longer than this. Like, it's up to here now. It used to be like up to here. And what happened was my hair's been falling out. I remember being vegetarian years ago, and the same thing happened when I stopped eating meat. My hair was falling out because of lack of protein. As much as I like to say, I try to incorporate protein. I had quinoa and black beans, and I was eating shrimp, but I guess it wasn't enough. So now I don't eat meat, and my hair doesn't come out at all anymore, which I'm happy for. No, I guess you have to do what's right for you. The reasons why I would do. In 7 months, I didn't lose anything, by the way. If you leave it up to me, I wouldn't be eating meat anymore because, study shows it does cause cancer, but I do need protein. So what I do is I don't just eat whole chickens every day. I do eat chicken, but I try to limit it, essentially. And I wouldn't have it any other way. So if you out there and your hair is falling out, and I mean falling out at the root, it's not breaking off, it's falling out from the root. That's when, for me, it was a wake up, like, let's try something new. I take my vitamins and stuff. So current day, I'm not anything right now. I'm me. I don't like to label things like I'm a vegan, I'm a vegetarian, because even when I was vegan and when I was vegetarian and I told somebody I had shrimp, oh yeah, pescatarian, whatever. These are all boxes that we confine these things into. So as of right now, I am who I am. I try not to eat, butter and milk, and I try not to eat that on a daily basis. The reason why I'm sharing this with you guys is in case there's anybody out there who is just curious. I personally looked into, these types of videos when I was deciding to become a vegan/vegetarian. I wanted other people's perspectives. And again, this is my perspective, and you're going to see 10 other people who worship veganism and some people who hate it. And do what's best for you. Do what works for you. This is what works for me. And yeah. So I hope I gave you guys a good synopsis of this whole thing. And if you have any more questions, you guys already know. Contact me, comment, blah, blah, blah. Okay? So stay healthy, stay strong. Bye.
Baby, but I never will. No, so I choke